Life is a better place if you choose to set the pace. I know that it comes with ups and downs. On a daily we have to fight, try to live and to survive. Another day to get the drive. At Spicy with Phina, we understand all your pain. You'll be fine, you'll be okay. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. Spicy with Phina.
Imagine a marriage that had its fair share of ups and downs, navigating and learning how to resolve conflicts amicably. And just when they thought they had seen it all, they find themselves back at the beginning of the line. This is Spicy with Phina. Let's get to meet my guest, and when we come back, I will give you a full lowdown of the story. I'll be right back.
At Spicy with Phina, we understand all your pain.
Mr. Nkubi Nwogu Udochukwu Victor is an actor, TV, radio individual, a voiceover artist, and more. Popularly known as Nkubi or Small Stout, he has been actively involved in many projects that revolve around his line of interest as mentioned above. Ubong Okere, a brand and communication strategist with a keen eye for storytelling and content management. In addition, she's a skilled customer experience consultant with years of experience in customer management and office administration.
At Spicy with Phina, we understand all your pain.
Welcome back. It's still Spicy with Phina, and my guests are already, you've just met them. They're already seated. You know, Sister Obong was telling me something about her wearing the same color with, you know. Good afternoon. Welcome to Spicy with Phina.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm very well.
You look
thank
good
you.
though.
Thank you, and same as you.
Thank you. I'm touched.
Good afternoon.
Sanko Nkubi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me around.
You're looking very quiet, and I don't want you to be quiet on the set.
Maybe I guess maybe when we probably enter into this subject, it might trigger something.
I know it will trigger. I have a very interesting story. Let me read it, and then we can have a conversation. We have been married for 10 years. A lady is writing, or rather, a lady wrote. We have been married for 10 years. Our marriage has been very perfect. Normal itches, glitches here and there, you know, like couples do. And we resolve our issues amicably. Just for my husband to come home one day with another wife and ask me to accept her. Everyone has begged me to forgive him and accept the new wife, but I can't bring myself to do that. Since she came into my home, I stopped being comfortable. Right now, I'm not in talking terms with any of them. I'm still in shock at the betrayal. My husband tried to bribe me by sending a huge amount of money into my account without my consent. I'm thinking of leaving the house and leaving the marriage and starting afresh with the money he gave to me. But again, I want to seek advice. What do I do?
How long have they been married?
10 years.
That's a long time. That's
10 years.
I can't even
And
imagine.
you know, the thing, when I went through the story, I was wondering, okay, 10 years, he just went out, got married to another woman, brought her into the house, no conversation as regards to that. There was no prior notice or anything.
She had also mentioned something about an argument, right? So we don't even know the extent of which the argument was. What kind of a woman was she to her husband?
But she said they usually resolve their issues amicably.
But what if the man never really let go?
Anyway, let me first of all ask the question of why do you think a man will want a second wife? Already they say women are problem, but yet you want more than one. So why do you think, let me start with Mr. Nkubi first, why do you think men would want to marry more than one wife?
See, the issue with marriage, I mean, it is actually very complex.
Okay.
And then for every home you go to, they have their own issues, no doubt. Okay, the first question I might want to ask is, do this couple, do they have kids?
For now, it's not stated
It's
in the
not
story,
stated,
apparently.
which of course we don't know. And then beyond that, let us also ask, just as Chef said, what are the issues? What are those issues this couple tends to have often? You understand? These are factors. And let us also bear in mind that we are programmed differently. Men are programmed differently. Women are programmed differently. Your flaws, I might not find your flaws interesting. You might not find mine interesting, but fine. There's always a room for a resolve. You understand? But how often does this thing happen?
So are you saying conflicts could be one of the reasons why?
But you never can tell. It could, because the woman made emphasis on, okay, they have issues, they have issues and they resolve issues. What are these issues? What are these issues? Because for me, I'm a man, and there's a point you will trigger a particular character from. There's a level you will keep triggering your character to my face, and one day I'll definitely get tired of the whole thing.
Tired of it, okay.
Because I don't believe in this philosophy, till death do us apart, let us stick to that marriage. I will tell you the truth. I don't believe in that philosophy. But if I'm getting frustrated in a particular marriage,
you leave.
I will walk out.
So it's for better for stay. For
no,
worse.
I see. I clearly state this out. I tell people, look, if you're not satisfied with, if your marriage is toxic and you keep having issues back to back, there is no point staying in that same marriage. Just define your ground, take a walk. Be the man, be the woman. We try and come be all these one with all this.
How long do you have same view with him?
Well, to an extent, yes, and to an extent, no.
Okay.
So what I would like to ask the lady and the man, what is their definition of amicably? So if the woman says it's amicably, does the man also feel it's amicable?
Oh, I see
right?
what you mean.
They could just, men are very good at, putting up with anything that a woman does. She's my wife, I love her. But women are also very good at continually poking that place all the time.
Thank you.
So if you just feel like anything I do, he's going to take it. When I say, I'm sorry, cry a bit of tears here and there, he's just going to be okay with it. It may not always happen like that. And how are you apologizing is also very important. And if you apologize for the same thing, I personally, I don't even like to make one mistake more than once. It's very stressful for me. Then let alone I correct you on one thing today, tomorrow, next tomorrow. And so you keep doing it to the man, he keeps taking it. You keep doing it, he keeps taking it. Then at what point?
Wait. Looking at what both of you are saying, it's as if the woman must be the reason why the man, takes a second.
The woman presented the story. The woman offered the story to the public. Let's look at it from that angle. The woman is the person that has an issue with this. Okay, I'm fine.
Let's generalize it now.
Okay.
We have a trending story online, where the man got married to another wife. And now the first wife is, filing for a divorce because to her, she does not want to be numbered. Now, the question is, before it came on the internet, are you saying she was not aware of it before he married the other wife?
Well, according to what we know, she wasn't quite aware.
That's the thing. Why you really go and marry somebody else without letting the person in the house know?
But the story around that is, first of all, it wasn't the woman that presented it. We just, got to find out. Secondly, from everything that we know, all indications, this marriage is amazing.
Yeah.
They've not had any case of, they are having a lot of arguments, the man is in a bad place. The man, even after doing what he did, is always talking about how supportive, amazing, fantastic his wife is. So his act is quite questionable. We should be asking, what exactly pushed you? So in his case, it's not something wrong the woman did. The flaw is with him, absolutely. I do not even take that back. I'm not sorry about it. But in this other case, right, let's take it back to, if you're also going to look at that place where I talked about being amicable, is the man real with it? What is he covering up? Why is he not telling this woman?
Exactly. There might be
it's like, these are the things you're doing I do not like. You need to stop it. It's affecting our marriage. Though Mr. Nkubi said, if it's too toxic, I'm not staying. But are you not supposed to fight for what you love?
Exactly.
Okay, fighting for what you love, fine. I could understand that, but let us also look at it this way. I've seen stories. I've had stories. I've seen situations where couple will keep telling you that if you have an issue, let us resolve it indoor. Let us resolve it right there in the room. Let us not probably bring it out in the public. Okay, the woman, of course, said a couple of nice things about the husband and how they resolve issues. In the same way, the man also at least appreciate. And what if these are more like a cover up, just to probably not put out their dirty is now there? That is a factor. Because I don't want to be dragged out in the society. I don't want people to think this marriage is that bad. Let us not just bring it out. Let us, in whatever way we know we can resolve our issues, let us just keep resolving it internally, right there in the house. Then the woman is probably not telling us something. The woman is probably not telling us something.
Check, kids are not involved in this story, which means
apart from kids, there's more to it.
Do you think so?
There's more to it. The woman is not telling us something.
So I want to ask Ubong, do you think that money can compensate for broken trust?
That's where I was going. Also, if you look at it in a very broad scale,
okay,
if it was something that the woman was doing wrong, why did he pay her to stay?
Exactly, that's a thing.
In that case, let us now bring the factor of a baby, probably. And what if there is no baby in the marriage? And that is why you're probably paying her off, please. And I don't think we can keep up with this. Indirectly, just move on with your life. Find something.
No, he gave her the money to
go. He's paying her to stay.
Yes,
to stay.
Yes,
he was begging her.
Okay.
And
let people know. Let it look like you're okay with it. You're fine.
You get? Can it compensate?
It comes back. I don't think it can, because for both of you, and I would say mostly the man lied.
Of course.
Lied to himself, lied to the woman. I am of the opinion that we are okay. Whatever it is that I did to you, you're giving me the vibe, right? I'm getting the energy that you're fine with it.
You're fine with it.
And then you go ahead and marry another person, and then you want me to be quiet. You want
just
me
like
to
that.
stay. You want me to just...
I think money will
fine. Yeah, I understand.
How much money can you pay me to keep
okay, so what, in that case, what do you expect the man to do? Because I guess the man is probably, there's a happiness, there's something missing somewhere that will definitely make a man bring in a second woman into the house.
For me, I think there are many ways you can have children these days.
Yeah, of course.
Surrogacy.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I believe so much in dialogue. Let's sit down, let's talk about it. Let's put it on the table. Since we don't have this, since we don't have that, let's see how we can, work towards getting it this way.
And what if the man is not a fan of such ideology or such...
Was he not supposed to... Wait, that is the what do I say here?
Because I still
from
feel
the beginning of the marriage. From the beginning, you should know whether it's something you're okay with or you're not. I mean, we've been together 10 years.
Pressures could be coming from somewhere.
Yes.
Hold on.
Talk about your in-laws.
Okay.
The society.
Okay. The society, yes.
What other pressures?
10 years into the marriage, and let us just assume there's no issue involved.
No child.
And as the man, you want to be pressured.
That's why I said talk to your wife about it.
What? Okay. What is it you want to talk to your wife about?
Other options.
Other options. And what if the man is not a fan of these options?
So why did?
And what if the man is probably like? And what if the man is a traditional man that he's not a fan of these options? He's not a fan of IVF. He's not a fan of.
Then inform her that this is your
decision you want to house. Let me assimilate it. Let me adjust to it. It may take me time. I mean, if not to bring a Bible reference here, right? But there was the case of Sarah, right? Sarah could not give Abraham a child for how long? And then she said, take my maid.
Exactly.
She has that understanding.
Tradition. That is the old way now.
That is the man.
That is the old way. And we're talking about thousands of years back.
You should have told her.
Traditional
if she does not accept and then you go do it, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
I've told you, but you didn't accept, but I have to do this. It's different. But this one she did.
And she's not going to be okay with it. That's why you've already prepped. And maybe she's someone that likes money. She likes to spend. She likes to buy things.
And you feel
like, okay, in this case, and for her to say money to start her life, that is a lot of money.
Yeah.
You're stuffing it in, right?
Obviously, she's already given it a thought.
She's not.
She's already giving. She's what was that? No, she was already giving it a thought.
No.
Either to kick off, to probably start off something with the money, or
return the money and
it is still in the picture. Remember, there is a period of time, right,
yes,
before she made up her mind.
There's
a period of time.
But she's already giving it a thought. That's still.
She's trying, like she's working towards being comfortable. She wasn't comfortable
with them.
For me, I still feel the woman should.
We're going to expatiate on that, but we have to go on a quick break. Let's go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue on this heated argument. We'll be right back.
At Spicy with Phina, we understand all the pains.
Welcome back. It's Spicy with Phina, and we've been having a very interesting conversation. So I want to go back to where we stopped initially, when Mr. Nkubi talked about traditional man. I really want to, because there are different ways through which you can have children these days.
Yeah, of course.
And the child still remains your children.
Yeah, of course, yes.
When the child comes, is your child.
Yes.
Flesh, blood,
yes,
everything in between.
The child came from you.
So
yes.
what do you now mean by traditional man?
We differ. I mean, our positions as men differs. Our mentality as men differs.
Okay.
And then bear in mind, we're in a society, the African society, let us bring it from the African society, where men, of course, claim a position as the head of the house.
Yeah, of course.
Where, if you don't have children, probably from your wife, you'll be termed as impotent, or all those kind of issues. Okay, in this particular, look, I'm a fan of IVF. I'm a fan of you looking for other options. I'm a big fan of it. I have no problem with that.
Okay.
But in this same issue, in this same context, there are men that are not ready to accept such. There are men who would want their babies to come directly through the natural way.
It doesn't mean that part is not
It's still natural.
A
woman is still going to carry that child.
This is deeper than we think. The natural way, where you have a normal, this thing, intercourse with a woman, and in the long run, it leads to a pregnancy. Not you taking a fluid from me and then injecting it into a woman's egg and then, processing and all that. I don't have an issue with that personally.
What's usually the end result? Picking the come, yes, they come.
But see, it just be like, how I'll take describe this thing again. You get this other description I won't bring in. But it is just, there are men that are not ready to accept it, and then plenty, they're in their numbers. For instance, go and suggest.
So what's the possibility that the second one will even have children?
Go and suggest IVF ideas to men in the villages, and tell me if they would appreciate it.
So you just keep marrying.
Do you get? What's the possibility that the second one will be fertile enough to give you children?
Another 5 or another 7. If it doesn't come, you marry another one just because you want to be able to impregnate your.
They must have gone they must have gone through different stages of this whole. Maybe looking for a child thing to know where the problem might be coming from. And if that has been spotted, of course, and then maybe perhaps the man is making a step or is bringing in a new wife, a new woman into the house. Obviously, we can see the obvious that the problem might be coming from the other side.
Although the story is one-sided anyway.
Yeah, it is one-sided.
She only said what please. Of course, she didn't rope herself in any way. But I still think there might be other issues in that issues she claimed they've been having that maybe, like you said, that are not amicable. The guy didn't see it from that angle that she's seeing it.
Because this particular story is dicey. She sounds like, she also sounds like she's playing victim. Like she's trying to get sympathy from the public. So we have the normal marriage issues and we settle amicably.
And for all you know, it might not be as normal and normal.
And like I said before, the issues may not be as simple as it is. We know that a man, whether we like to accept it or don't like to accept it, they have ego.
Yeah.
They have pride. You do not want to mess with it.
No, you can't take that away from the man.
You do not want to mess with it. So who knows how many times she has trampled on that? Who knows how many times she has pushed him to the wall? And maybe this other woman that is coming into the picture has been there nurturing him. When he, gets hurt, he comes back here and they're saying, oh, sorry, baby.
Yeah, big babies. Always
treating him like that. So I would really feel that we need to hear the two sides of the story for real. Let's know what exactly hurt this man. And to still think, even though I don't like the fact that he tried to shut her up with the money, but it still feels like he loves her.
Of course.
He wants her in the picture. There is definitely some value she brings into the marriage. There is something he just feels maybe she's going to be a good mom, take care of the home, maybe have some things to teach this one that this one does not know, and all of that. But to be very, very honest, he should have just told her.
Exactly, that's my point. I believe so much in dialogue. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about whether I disagree or agree. The fact that you've told me, I won't feel betrayed. Do you get? I won't feel betrayed.
Women are strong people, oh God, not strong.
What it was?
Not strong.
How they strong?
Tell you just like that, casually. Wifey, please, let's have a conversation. I don't think I can keep up with this particular marriage, and I want to bring in a second wife. I don't know if you'll be fine with it, but if you will not be fine with it, you can just move on.
You've told her.
That is.
She might not agree.
Hey, for this one. No way. A woman will not easily accept such. A woman will not easily accept such.
She cannot
start reminding you of your history. I built this home with you for 10 good years. We have gone through things and we have gone through thick times. Blah blah blah. In fact, I supported you in achieving, in pulling out these successes.
But that is reality.
And you can't tell me that woman go easily give in.
She won't give in, but you keep telling her, you keep asking, you keep begging, because now you won't make move.
It would even be better if you tell me, okay, because I think the whole traditional man thing and impregnating a woman and having a child, if that is his core, then go sleep with a woman and have a child.
You prefer that?
I would. If your whole issue is because like we said, we don't know if there is a child in the picture, right?
Yeah.
And then your issue is because I cannot carry a child. You don't want surrogacy. You want to be able to sleep with a woman. Blah, 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 blah. We can pick a random woman. It's still part of surrogacy. You don't have to do the artificial insemination. You want to be able to sleep with woman, then sleep with woman. But we will pick the woman
like
together.
She's saying that she wants to be in the picture. Like, if she's aware, she can
give
the guy the support system he needs, and they will run it and ensure it is.
You want to be able to do it. Then do it. You bring the child to the home. It is your child. We will raise the child together happily. But to say you go and do it behind my back, I don't know. They want to come and pay me to come and be going.
But at the same time, who is that auntie out there that wants to remain a baby mama?
Well, it's something we're going
Except
to
you will not pay her to say, okay, there's some people that don't mind doing that.
That is the surrogacy part. But if your point is you having to
it also endangers your marriage, though, because at the end of the day, what if the lady now wants to become a desperado, like we say in movies? She now wants to come in and say, no, this bobo's still fine. And I think I like everything that went down.
We would have done all the
background
checks. We would have done all the background checks and paid you off and done everything.
It's still risky.
I think
because the man might be remembering that one time that we did it.
You can't just that one time. You know what? You
never can tell.
Are you on colos?
Let us just look at it this way, because when the reason why I also mentioned maybe child not being involved is, okay, even while you're telling us your story, there is you did not for once mention your child into the picture, which of course, which
it's
still
more like
the
an
fact
obvious,
that maybe there is no this thing involved, because you're telling a story. I would expect you to also say, I can't leave my family behind. I cannot accept this. How about my children? It means somebody else will come in and take over my position as a mother. Blah
so
blah
it's
blah.
Obvious.
You understand?
And for 10 years, you
and for 10 good years. So these are factors. It might be deeper than we think, but if we have to narrow it down to a particular issue, I think this might probably be the issue.
But bringing that woman into the same house, under the same roof, it will even cause more problems, even for him. If at all it's not because of children, and maybe it's because of peace of mind. This one gives me peace of mind, and you now bring two of them under the same, you don't get that peace. Peace will be far from you.
And what happens eventually when the other woman now has a child?
Wala.
Yeah, wala. It doesn't make any sense. Thank you so much, guys. But I need you to give this lady your final words. What do you advise her to do? Should she leave the marriage, go and start her life with the money, or do you think she should stay and work things out in her marriage? Besides, it's 10 years. Wouldn't you want to throw away? Just stay here. Let me hear you, Mr.
See, I'm a realist.
Okay.
There's nothing to settle.
Okay.
Move on with your life. Move on with your life. What are you what are you still sticking back for? Move on with your life. The guy has said, okay, have this, and now go and start up something and move on with your life. Divorce the man if that is going to be the solution. Just divorce the man and move on with your life. What else?
So you're advising her to
Yes.
throw away 10 years?
Yes. 10 years of what now? 10 years with controversy don't they enter them? With problems don't they enter them?
Wow.
Wait again.
I have to go with
what's
him,
your final word
actually.
for the woman?
Yeah, just go. First of all,
Go?
you're not comfortable, yes.
So you people will not just tell her, okay, probably get him to rent another house for you. You can live there happily.
That is not marriage. You've already chosen to be separated from him.
Only you got the sleep at the house. Say the man will pay attention to you again. No, pay attention to him again.
It's
No.
over.
Oh,
So
really?
I think even internally within him, he's feeling sorry for you for giving you the money, even though he's telling you, please stay. But he's hoping secretly
That
you
one
will
day, thank
Oh.
you.
that you'll be tired
Thank
and
you.
just leave. So just do yourself a favor, do not stress it, and just go. You never know. Maybe there's actually a bubble outside that might just impregnate you if that is the problem.
Quite interesting. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you all for coming. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have something very nice for you. So this is for you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. So this is for you. It could be. Here you go. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You've heard it all. If you're watching and you're the writer of this story, your happiness, prioritize your happiness. So whatever it is that makes you happy, I think you should go for it. Go for it. Nothing is worth dying for at all. And there's more to life than staying in a marriage that you end up enduring instead of enjoying. Until I come your way again with another interesting episode of Spicy with Phina, please follow us on all our social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram at Spicy with Phina. If you have stories that you'd like to share with us, please send it to spicywithphina@gmail.com. And if you'd like to come on the show, please call the numbers on your screen. I have to go now. Until I see you again next week, is a bless. I wish you an amazing day. Have a blessed day. Bye.
You'll be okay. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Spicy with Phina is a talk show that addresses life issues. Free to share with us.